Hey, thanks, Colton. Appreciate it so much. I'm just going to share my screen really quick. But before I say anything else on science or anything like that, just honored. And I woke up this morning thinking about just a lot of things. And we all know we're in this very unique time in our world right now. And people woke up this morning thinking about different things. They're thinking about their families, they're thinking about their health, they're thinking about their futures. Um, and I'm just grateful to be a part of this group of individuals that, and in my heart and my prayer today is that you'll get out of this what you need. Because truly, I believe we're all in this together and that this is a unique time in our lives and as a culture of pulling together as a world to help humanity the best possible. And that's truly my prayer this morning. Yeah, my journey in Life Advantage began because of a struggle I saw in an individual, and his mom was doing everything possible to help him. I had been training for over 20 years at that time, healthcare providers, and I was the guy that people came to when they didn't have answers. And I didn't know about Life Advantage at the time. I didn't know about what we had, but so grateful that because of this individual struggle, it opened my eyes up to what this science is. And so at the end of what I'm going to talk about today, I hope you know that you have as part of your health strategy what, in my opinion, will become the standard in the future. And all you have to do, you don't have to understand why it works. You just got to understand how to get it into your body. I truly don't understand how my car works, but I got to know my part on how to drive that. So, but I want to open you up to a little different concept. Every single one of us have a health strategy, whether we're living that health strategy or not. And health is truly when all the systems work together in the right way. You know, as in medicine, we like to segment that, and I want to bring that back home. And so so we all have the tools, or know what tools we have, and optimize those. Because at the end of the day, these products only work when they get into us. And I want your belief to be so high that what you're doing is the very, very best possible thing. Because right now, and in general, as a clinician, when people come into me, they come into me because they're in a state of crisis, like usually looking for something. They've got a health issue going on, whether it's physical or emotional health issue, and they're looking for a solution, right? And so people have a strategy, but they only really assess that strategy in times of need. Right now is a time where I think we're all assessing what our health strategy is. And I think as a group of people, we want to know, am I healthy physically, mentally, and emotionally? All right. So here's where my background comes in and the concept for me. All right. But here's the big idea. All systems are interconnected. Every system, there's not one system independent of another. All right. And we know that conditions or things that people feel are a result of what's going on in the system. And that system is made up of trillions of cells. So here's just a couple of quotes that I like, talking about fatigue. Adrenal fatigue affects all interconnected systems of the body and creates a biological domino effect that causes fatigue, cravings, weight gain, mood swings that people are grappling with today. Because the systems of the human body are interconnected, and because one imbalance creates another imbalance, poor eating and lifestyle habits, right? So those are a couple of quotes that align with my philosophy of understanding. And so my topic is really about gut health that relates to the promotion that we have at the company, the probiotics and prebiotics. But I want you to know that there's a direct tie between gut and brain, right? And we want to talk about that, how they relate to that. But really, every system is connected with the other system. And I want you to know what you can do, because I want your belief so high in the products that you take them every single day. And then I want your belief so high that you're going to share them. And I want you to start asking different questions, like, what is your health strategy? What are individuals' health strategies? And because they're all doing something, and what is it you're doing, and why are you doing it? And is there a way you can maybe give people that opportunity? Because as a clinician, I didn't know about Life Advantage, nor did I understand that they were asking a different question about how does the body activate versus how do I supplement it, right? So that is what most people don't realize yet. All right, so we've heard this concept, hijack and biohacking. This is very real to me. My mom's longevity genes were phenomenal. Her mom lived to 97. Her dad lived to 93, yet because of environmental exposures. And so there's hijacking is going on in the environment all around us all the time. And we are taking biohacking to the forefront of understanding, okay, what can we take control of, right? What are the systems or what are the that we can work off of to improve our body's ability to perform and handle the environmental exposure and optimize our system? So this idea of biohacking, as unique as it is in nutrigenomics, this is the way we need to look. How do we look at how are they functioning right now? What are they not able to do right now? And how do we help them be able to get back doing the things that they love and enjoy doing? All right. First, people have to look at this. This is the state of care that we're in right now. We're a symptom state model in healthcare in general. We look at people's symptoms, and we try to fix the symptom, right? But the reality is, if the goal is optimal health, it's a different conversation. So when we're talking about biohacking, and we're talking about biohacking our digestive tracts, it's a different conversation than how do I not have symptoms? Because if somebody has indigestion, you can probably hear a song in your head where it talks about how you don't have the symptoms because you ate something bad, right? As opposed to how do I optimize my digestive tract, right? It's a different conversation addressing the real issue, not just managing the symptom, because every single one of us are somewhere on this curve. I want people to be moving toward optimal health, and that's why we're here. We're not about trying to manage a symptom or change a symptom. How do we help people have the very best health possible, not only globally, but cellularly? All right, so here's how I like to look at it. This driven, are you dragging, are you losing, are you hitting the wall, or are you burnt out? And I apologize for talking fast. I got a text this morning from somebody who says talk slower, so I'm just on that, stop it there. But driven, dragging, losing it, hitting the wall, or burnt out. You need to assess where you are and have the conversations around that, all right? Because here's the reality. We all have a level of reserves. Stress drains that reserve, whether that's structural stress, nutritional stress, psychological stress, dietary stress. What we want to do is add rest, repair, and rejuvenation back into that tank so your body can heal and repair like it's designed to. This is a picture that I like that just talks about the connection between gut and brain, right? And why this is so important, right? There's a direct tie between how the brain functions and how the gut functions just in its normal day-to-day, but also how we experience and enjoy life, right? And you can type in all sorts of things and really research that, but just know what you put in your body, both physically and the things you're going to hear later from different people on this call, what you put in your mind mentally had an impact upon your digestive tract that had an impact on the rest of your body. Absolutely, all right? So when you eat something and it starts going through the process of digestion, literally it goes through this process so your body takes it in, and its job is to recognize it, digest it, assimilate it, and utilize it. So here's what happens, okay? If there's a barrier problem, things are getting like they're not supposed to, you're actually going to tag it as foreign, and that can actually lead to autoimmune responses. So you don't need to know all that, but the bottom line is you have to normalize that wall, right? Because if you do and your intestinal tract is healthy, you're going to be able to control the environment and make a lot of your own vitamins and stuff that you need, right? So what's unique about LifeVantage is that we are coming from a whole different concept, right? It's all about synergy. The common thing in medicine is we look at this concept of supplementation. And for instance, like the alphabet, all right? So if you're taking alphabet and you spell the word cat, right? And I say C-A-T, you have a visual description of what a cat looks like. That's how your body works. It needs these sequences of words, right? But if I take away the C, vitamin C, for instance, and now you still spell cat, maybe you still spell K-A-T. It sounds like cat, but doesn't look like cat, and it definitely doesn't act like a cat. So your body has to have the right supplements, but those supplements that you get or the foods you eat, it determines how well you break it down, how well your digestive tract functions, right? Super, super critical. So this is what people have as their health strategy, right? They're going out, and some of them don't even know, but they're going in their cupboards, right? And they're looking for vitamins, minerals, and supplements and hoping that they're going to get the C, the A, and the T into their body in such a way that it works correctly. Guys, LifeVantage is a very different conversation. We're looking at synergy of products individually to activate cellular responses to manufacture things the way it should, all right? So what we're starting with the approach of, imagine if the gut has an issue, we have a probiotic that affects the whole digestive tract and a prebiotic to make sure that the soil is right so the good bacteria can grow there. So when you get that system working well, then everything else you do after that, both from a protection and a supplementation standpoint to improving how your body assimilates stuff, is drastically different, right? This concept with LifeVantage began with NRF2, right? It began with the concept of, hey, you know what? the body has this natural ability to heal and repair, right? But we're not going to guess if it works. We're not going to guess if I combine turmeric or milk thistle or ashwagandha by a bunch of different vitamins and hope that it activates. We know the sequence, we know that it works, and we have the studies to show it, right? So every individual out there that's concerned about their health, they're going to resources, whether it's Google or whether it's PubMed.gov, guys, you have an answer. You have an answer that has the scientific backing, but a unique concept. We're asking a very, very, very different question. How do I naturally induce my body's cells' ability to heal and repair? That, for me, changed the way I look at medicine. It changed the way that it gives me an ability to help people now that come to me, right? That I'm not just supplementing. I literally can activate their cellular responses, but at the same time, as a father, and knowing my own genetic sequences and the state of the environment, I now know of a super huge solution to make sure that that's in me and my body every single day as part of my health strategy. So you have a gift to share with these products. You don't have to guess that they work. We have the scientific validation, right? You have multiple clinicians across multiple specialties that are doing network marketing, right? Which is a profession that most of us were told never to look at because of the science behind the product. So the bottom line, all y'all, what I want for you is to have confidence in the products that you have and that they're working when you take them. They do not work when they're taking them. But when you're asking the question for other people, people are looking for solutions. Ask them, what's your health strategy? And are you open to looking at some things that might be new, might be unique, might be different? Because when we think something that's too good to be true, we say it is. But guys, a lot of things we're doing like right now seem too good to be true. So I'm grateful to be a part of this company, grateful to be a part of these products, and grateful to be a part of this process to take this to the world. And I'm excited to hear from everybody else. So Colton, thank you for giving me the opportunity to share. Back to you.